Let's talk about replacement families and narcissists and people who are narcissistically traded. This is Dr. Jenny Cristerna, lead psychological surgeon, right here at International High Achievers. Make sure you follow me there. If you have not followed me, visit my website and subscribe today. Remember, sometimes a 1 hour session of consultation is all you need. Okay, great. Here we go. Look, a replacement family is basically a family that a narcissist either builds or takes on that already existed and discards their old family, even their children. Now, you've heard me in some of my other videos allude to this, so I'm finally getting an opportunity to talk about it today. Now, I have tagged another therapist in this video who's really good, and her explanation is just yummy, so I hope you go and check her out. Now, a replacement family is in essence just that. They are brought in by the narcissist to replace the family that they discarded or discarded them because of their bad behavior, the manipulative behavior, unhealthy behavior, whatever. But they basically are setting it up, right? They're putting on a show. They're very charming, right? They make it seem as if they are just this amazing mom or dad, and they don't really want to have much, if anything, to do with their old life, because their old family, their original family, is the family that knows everything about them. They know the secrets. They know what's going to happen. And so what you will see happen with a narcissist, they will often monkey branch, or right after a separation, they will find, it's almost like sometimes they don't even realize how manipulative or strategic they are because they're unaware that they are a narcissist. So they'll look for someone who is weak, someone who doesn't know them, someone who doesn't know any better, that they can easily control. And so they might find a younger partner. They may find someone who has children, who needs help, and they can be a knight in shining armor, right? And so what ends up happening is they go in and they woo, of course, the future person. They do a lot of love bombing. They give them a lot of attention, buy them gifts, do all the things, and they future fake. They make promises, but they also go in sometimes and they are very much the victim. I did this for my husband or my wife. I did this for my kids. They don't appreciate me. They don't love me. My wife cheated on me. My husband cheated on me, and all the things. A lot of times their lies are serious misconstructions of reality. Remember, their distortion of reality is significantly higher. Like, their distortion is pretty amazing. It is stunning. But because the new girlfriend or boyfriend, they don't know them, and they might even go outside of, their comfort zone. So outside of their socioeconomic status, they may date up or down, outside of their race, where they can define culture and appropriateness based on race, and the other person has no idea. So they do a lot of these things. And what ends up happening is they keep a lot of secrets from this new family about the old family. Now, what they don't want to have happen is for them to meet, at least not before they have an opportunity to control the narrative. And the reason for that is they are setting the stage, not just with the new partner and the children, if there are any, but also with the new partner's family, their parents, their siblings, their cousins, their extended family. They will go in and people will just be amazed. This person is so wonderful. Oh my gosh. You really caught a great one. They're getting divorced. They are divorced. What? Oh my God. You better keep him. Savannah, that's a good man, right? Or bruh, that's a wonderful woman. You better keep her, right? There's something really eerily wrong. But because it's so refreshing, they almost look like they have no problems, or the problems they put on the old partner, the ex. And so once they get people caught in, because a lot of what they'll do is they'll become handy, right? If you need them to do something, they're Johnny on the spot, right? And they do a lot of these things. They may not disclose past ill behaviors, right? So if there were allegations of sexual abuse, they won't disclose that. And if they do, they minimize it, or they'll lie about it. They won't disclose infidelity. They won't disclose lying. They won't disclose a lot of things, their health, right? They won't disclose a lot of those things. They'll wait to reel the person in, and then they'll share. right? So the new family is simply a replacement family that they can control the narrative around. And they do try to keep that family separate from the original family because they don't want the original family to mess it up, right? They're going to come in and lie to you, right? And the new family, they really have no way of knowing any better because they don't know, right? They're literally a deer in headlights when they do find out. They don't know what to believe because this person presented one way. Now, here's the rub. What will often happen is when the new family does start to see the mask slip, it's usually too late. It's usually after a child has been born, after there's been a marriage, or something like that. And then the cycle begins again, right? But what ends up happening is the new person feels like they have to give up something of themselves in order to keep this because the gaslighting is so strong. They do think that there's something is wrong with them. It is not uncommon for it to be over a decade later before the new partner realizes what has happened. So a replacement family is usually put on a pedestal and they are love bombed and all the things until they're not. They're brought in so the person can start again without actually having to do the work on themselves. The new family does not know that the narcissist has lied. The narcissist is probably keeping lots of secrets from them about the old family and about what actually happened in that relationship. But remember, all things must come to an end and nothing lasts forever. The mask will slip, the secrets will come out, and the cycle will come to a crashing end. And it's oftentimes very painful. So if you have a story, please share it in the comments. Do not DM me, but please share it in the comments. And if you're wondering, could I be the new supply that this person is manipulating? Drop it in the comments as well. But remember, sometimes 1 hour is all you need to get clarity and some guidance. So feel free to visit my website or give me a call today. I hope this was helpful, my loves. Take care.